What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another video. It's shows today, Lux King, and today we're going to be creating remaking the third beta team for Victory Road of Heroes. So if you guys saw my last video, I was talking about the beta teams and how I did like the first two teams, but then the last team I wasn't a fan of because they literally just grabbed players from Alias Academy and made it a third team, which, while it has some of my favorite characters, well, one of my favorite characters, Icer, in it, I think for a beta test for a game like Victory Road, I got the feeling it kinda, isn't as nice. It just is. I don't really like it, but personally. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be making a better third beta team, which I think might have been better for the game itself. So what am I gonna do? So basically, what's my thought process behind making this team? My thought process behind making this team is gonna be that first of all, no OG players, because with the Alias team we basically had like 33 characters, like OG characters, which is a lot. Like if I have I got the numbers right here. From the OG players with the Alias team, we got 33 players. From the Go players, we got 12, and at Aris and Orion we got only 3. So I kind of want to balance that out a little bit. I'm not going to be balancing it out. It's not going to be balanced exactly, but I'm gonna try as much as possible to kind of like balance it a bit, So yeah, that's just kind of the criteria I got right here. Besides that, there is not much else. What I do need to do though, actually real quick, is I need to grab the formation they used, because else it's not gonna be able to work. So let me check. The formation is 4-3-3. So let me see if I can find that. I do not see that formation. The best I can find is this. Yeah, the best I can find is this. Doesn't matter. We'll pick this for now. Okay, so for goalkeeper, I think for goalkeepers, I know actually already. We're gonna have our first Go Galaxy representative, and we're gonna put Terry in there. I think Terry is a popular enough character. I think one of the most popular characters from Galaxy. I think he deserves to be on this team. I really think he deserves to be on here. He's a very cool goalkeeper. He's a fan favorite. I don't see why he is. I just don't get why he isn't on the team, So he's definitely going to be a representative for Go Galaxy. And look at that. We already got a good representative for Go Galaxy already, just like that. So, Terry goalkeeper, that's nice. Next up, defender. We're going to keep continuing on with Go Galaxy representatives. And we're going to put Trina, because I got the feeling a lot of people have appreciation for Trina. She isn't my personal favorite character, or even favorite defender, but I do think she's I do think she's like the most memorable of all the defenders, besides maybe Tetsukado. So Trina is also gonna be here, just chilling, Now next up, I think for defenders, we can go ahead and go to Ares. Let me see. Here we go. And then Backwater Raymond, and we're gonna put Cliff here. Now we don't have Wanli as another representative from Go, but I do think Cliff actually fits decently enough. He's another one of those typical buff defenders which has the wall, which I think he does decent enough. I think he does decent enough as a defender here, so I think it's fine. I think that's just solid enough, really. Then next up for defenders, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back to Galaxy, and I'm gonna go ahead and let me check. That is not Galaxy. This is Go Galaxy, and I'm gonna go ahead and see, and I'm gonna put Meteo there. Now this is kind of like a odd pick, because I don't think Meteo definitely isn't like a fan favorite, but I think they had a big enough role in the anime/games to which we can kind of warrant putting her in here, or him. I don't really know. I think we can warrant putting them in here, because besides her, what other very memorable, likable defenders are there besides other members from the Earth 11? Because we kind of want to still keep it like an all-star team, we don't want to just put Raymond players or such. So I think Meteo is fine enough there. Now next up we got the midfielders. Now for midfielders, while personally I like Buddy a lot, I don't think he really fits that, to be honest. So instead we're gonna go here to Inazuma Japan, and we're gonna put Hikaru here. Is he in? Yes, okay, he's in. Again, he's an Orion representative, which we actually don't have any Orion representatives neither. Like we got the three main guys, Asuto, Nosaka, and Haizaki, but we don't have any like Orion representative. And I think Hikaru actually is just a pretty fine one. So I really is like he has a good story. It's like he's part of the main cast, kinda, you know. He was very important in the first half of Orion, so I think Hikaru fits fine here for what he needs to do. So he's gonna be here chilling in the midfield. Then next up, what else are we gonna put in the midfield? I'm trying to think, you know. Like memorable characters. Memorable. Galaxy, again, I don't really think like there's any too memorable midfielders here. And like these are all just like random teams, middle-in teams. So I'm not gonna do that. Like really. So I think in Galaxy there's nobody. Then we got here, of course, we got Raymond, Backwater Raymond. Let me see. Who can we put in? I'm not gonna do Stonewall because we already had like an what's it called? We already have a version of him, so I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I actually see a player we could actually put in a defense. Well, no, I'm gonna put them in the sub, as a sub. Or actually, no, I can put them in here. We're gonna do that. No, I'll put them in the sub. Doesn't matter. I got an idea, but for now, we're just gotta wait with that. Next up, who do I think should maybe get in here? I'm looking. Nobody here. No, you're not a midfielder though, so yeah. Gonna go here. Nobody really I want to say. Kind of tough, but I think I will say I want to put Willow in there. Willow, again, it's just kind of like a random pick, but I think he's cool enough for him to just kind of be here, you know. Again, I'm just trying to make a team a bit more balanced than what they did with than Hino did, because again, and full ultimate Alias team, I don't know, I'm not too big of a fan of it. Which, speaking of which, I was only gonna put like 1 or 2 OG characters in here, and if we're going to do that, Bellatrix definitely deserves to be here. Bellatrix definitely deserves it, just because she's a very strong player. Well, in OG in her season 2, she was a very strong midfielder. Too bad we never got to see anything else of her because girls weren't allowed to play in season 3. Same reason we didn't get to see Tori. Kind of sucks, but you know what? We kind of just have to do it. Still though, I think it would be pretty cool if she is here. I do think she still belongs here. She's a pretty memorable midfielder, and so I just think she fits here pretty nicely. Now, next up, we need one more midfielder for on the main field. And who is that gonna be? That is a bit tough, I'm not gonna lie, because I would say like that's kind of tough a little bit, you know. But if I have to actually no, I'm trying. Actually, no, I know who we can use, even though they are not. Well, actually, no, we can just do this. Universal, and I'm gonna put Soul here. Now, technically, Soul is a forward, I know, but I think he fits fine in here as well. Very memorable character. He is part of the cast in Chrono Stone. He's on the main team, so I think he deserves a spot here. He's a very cool player as well, so I think he just really fits here pretty nicely. Next up, Strikers. Now, Strikers is pretty easy because I'm surprised they did not do this for some reason, and that is having Atsuya in here. I don't get how y'all did all of this, but y'all did not put Atsuya here. It baffles me. It really baffles me why they did not do this. But I definitely think he deserves to be in the beta. Definitely. Most definitely he deserves it. He deserves it. I think he's a good pick. Fan favorite character, you know. So I think he deserves to be there. Next up, as another striker. Again, another character which I don't know why they have not put in. But again, this character deserved it. And let me see where that is. Lunar Prime, Alien Academy here. And that is Xavier Hiroto Kira in RS/Orion. Again, very memorable. He's one of the best strikers in the team in Inazuma Japan. And so, I think he's just very memorable. Again, I think he's a very good character to put in the beta. He's just very memorable, very cool character. I got a feeling a lot of people would want to use him if they got the chance to. And then as a mid striker here, kind of tough to say, low-key. I'm looking here right now. Let me see. I see some characters, but I want to say I don't think those characters need to be there, but more so just more so on the sub. Actually, no, wait, I'm stupid. I know who else. Falco. Falco being, like, again, a fan favorite in Go Galaxy, he definitely needs to be on this team as well. Falco, again, he's a very cool striker, especially after he, like, got his, like, blue highlighted hair. Obviously, you can also replace him with the normal version. Like, the normal version is right here as well. Yeah, here, you know. But Falco definitely also deserves to be on the All-Star team here. Definitely. Okay, now that we made the third team, we're gonna be doing the subs because the beta team also had subs. So first sub, we're gonna need a sub for the goalkeeper, and this one is kind of obvious. Well, at least for me, like it's obvious, but it's gonna be Norika, aka Sandra Fisher. Again, she was the main goalie in Ares. She came back in Orion and still was a very good goalkeeper. I think she definitely deserves to be an extra goalkeeper on this team. So with that, we need a defender. Now, I did see a defender early on, but let me check where they were. Let me check. Here you are. Misa Kumiya. Again, very memorable player, very cool player too. He got into Inazuma Japan as well in Orion. Just a very solid defender. I could have put him on the main squad, but I think honestly this is fine enough, you know. I think this is fine enough. Yeah, I think this is fine enough. Okay. Now next up, midfielders, because I think one defender is fine enough. Midfielder wise, what are we gonna put? Midfielder wise, I do not know what we're gonna put here. Let me see. You know what? For fun, let's put Ponko here. While Ponko, I mean, it's kind of a hit of a miss for people. I got the feeling because technically she is like not really a character. Like I don't think she has like any spoken lines because technically she is like a Tanuki. But I think she'd be a fun fit. I think she'd be a fun fit, regardless, you know. I think she'd be a fun fit. Next up, I think a backup striker. We're gonna have two backup strikers. One of them definitely can be Nai. Now, again, kind of biased maybe a little bit for me because I really like Nai, but I got the feeling she had potential enough because she was like one of the characters which you were able to vote for who could make it to Inazuma Japan, and I think she is solid enough to be put on the team. I think so. I think she just fits fine there. Alright, sorry there guys, I had to cut there real quick. But anywho, okay, back. Like I said, I think Nai is just a very solid choice too. Then let's who are we gonna put here? Now, looking at the team, we put a decent amount of like I mean, definitely a lot more Galaxy representatives already. Like we got Trina, Terry, Mateo, Falco. You know, we got like we got 4 representatives, which I mean is a lot better than we had before. So you know, I'll take that. We got a lot more Iris and Orion. We still got like 1 OG. Who else are we gonna put as a striker? Is the question though. Who is the last one I want to put in? Actually, wait, I know who we're gonna put in. That is Basil, aka Kozomaru. I think Kozomaru, yeah. Yeah, let's put him in too because I don't know why he isn't in neither. Like, he is the kind of the ace striker for Raymond in Ares, just like how Axel and Tsurugi, how Gonji and Tsurugi were. He was the ace striker for Raymond. So I'm kind of surprised that he is not at one of the characters as well. So I think he would also be a cool choice. So I think, yeah, he definitely deserves it. Again, you can grab either his Ares form, or you could also just go with his Orion form. I personally prefer the Ares one because this one literally just looks like Goenji, kind of, you know. But you can pick whichever. Again, I think this is gonna be my team. Well, not my team. I think this would have been a much better like representative team. Now, obviously, there are characters which I would have liked to be on here, but if I'm trying not to be too biased, like for example, Beta. Like, obviously, I would love for Beta to be on one of the teams, you know. But I don't know. I got the feeling putting her alone, not along with like Gamma and Alpha. I don't know. It just feels a little bit off. Even if we're just talking about fan favorites and everything, I think this is fine enough. So we're gonna call this beta team number 3. Emblem can be like whatever, you know. Advanced Neo Japan. Coach can be Hillman, I don't know, you know. So I think this is like what I think this is like the team I would have much better preferred over the one we got. Again, you guys let me know down below what you guys think. Which team do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer this team, or do you guys still think, nah, this team is trash, I prefer to have the Alias team over this? You know, let me know down below what you guys think about it. I just think personally this would have been a much better representative team to try and unlock and like get players from than what we got. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.